Let's get you your top stories this hour, and of course the interviews for the position of the new public protector continued until the early hours of this morning. The grueling session started yesterday morning with 14 candidates facing questions ranging from their lifestyles and personal attitudes to their integrity. Incumbent Thuli Madonsela's term ends in October.
14 candidates, 14 interviewers, more than 18 hours. It was a grueling day for all. Deputy Public Protector Advocate Kevin Malunga's interview probably left more questions than answers. At the 11th hour, his state security clearance came into question. Malunga was born in Zimbabwe, but he told the committee he had renounced his Zimbabwean citizenship in 2010. A letter from the State Security Agency was circulated among committee members, casting doubt on his security status.
I'm a bona fide South African citizen in terms of the laws of this republic. And to the best of my knowledge, there's no impediment for me serving in any responsibility.
There's going to be a process because we also need answers from the State Security Agency, because this has wide implications.
Kajal Ramjathan Keo, Executive Director of the Southern African Litigation Centre, was grilled about her organisation taking the South African government to court last year over Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir's presence in South Africa. But Ramjathan Keo stood by her organisation's actions.
South Africa is a signatory to the Rome Statute. We've implemented domestic legislation in light of the Rome Statute, and we have an obligation to arrest any person for whom there is an international arrest warrant, and President Bashir was one such person.
All candidates were faced with tough and sometimes personal questions. Their integrity, religions, previous brushes with the law and political party affiliation all came into question.
I had devoted my life to politics, to the liberation movement in our country. But when I was appointed or asked to act in the position in the NPA, I realized very quickly that it was a potentially conflict of interest kind of position. But I realized that it would be very difficult for me to remain a member of the ANC and take decisions about people that I knew very well with credibility. So I let my membership of the ANC lapse.
Now that the interviews are wrapped up, the committee will deliberate on their favourite candidates. MPs will have to get a mandate from their individual parties on which candidate to propose. Once the committee has voted on it, it will head to the National Assembly to vote on. The committee has to report back to the National Assembly by the 31st of August. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.